Hey there muchachos, this is Miguel from Rambling and Roving, and I just wanted to shoot a quick video here from the Puerto Morelos beach on the Yucatan Peninsula just outside of Cancun to talk about an issue that has been disturbing me for a while and something that I've been wanting to speak my heart on and just kind of communicate like the sense of grief and loss that I feel, and it is around the seaweed situation here on the peninsula and what that situation says about us as a species. So how we can take lessons from this little thing that has happened on this little area of the world and just kind of apply it to just kind of how we have been handling the world as a species. A little bit of background is I have been traveling on the Yucatan Peninsula since I was a child. This is where we would come and spend our yearly vacations as a family, whether in Cozumel or Cancun or Tulum or all these different places. And later when I grew up and started traveling on my own and started becoming who I would be, you know, like an expert adventure traveler, I kept coming back here because it was so familiar. It felt almost like home, and it is just such a beautiful place. And back then you practically saw no seaweed, and over the course of a few short years this is a problem that has gotten worse and worse and worse here on the peninsula. And I just wanted to just show you some of this. Maybe some of you have had the opportunity to come to Cancun or to do Tulum or all these different places, and you've seen the seaweed as an inconvenience to your vacation, right? But I want to draw on deeper lessons that we can glean from this, because more than an inconvenience when you're going into the beach, it's a symptom of how we are wrecking the world and how the world is already changed irreparably by climate change. We have to think that this problem is not going to go away, because the sad reality is that the world has already changed, and our way of life and the lives of the millions and millions of animals and thousands of species that inhabit the sea have changed irremediably too. So these beaches will never be the same beaches that our parents got to experience when they first started coming here. Here you have the great Mayan reef, which runs from the northern tip of the peninsula near Cancun all the way south towards Honduras. It's the second largest reef in the entire world. And if you go out and you go snorkeling or diving, you are going to see that the seaweed itself is choking the reef, and it's choking the fish. It's choking all of the waters here. The ocean has changed already, and it's not as simple a problem as, oh, there's just more seaweed on the beach and it smells bad when you're here and there's a lot of it and we have to clean it up to just kind of keep it clean for the tourists or whatever. It's not as simple as that. There are all these cross effects that happen because of the seaweed that we are probably not seeing when we are here at the beach. So the choking of the reef and how that affects the marine life, how that might affect the composition of the water near the shore and all the creatures that would live here, how that affects the ecosystems where this seaweed originally comes from. There are just so many different effects to climate change that we are yet not aware of. So I just wanted to share a little bit of this perspective, because sometimes we forget that the world is a system. It's holistic. And a change to one component of it will have ramifications that we cannot foresee all the way down the road. It's the butterfly effect of ecological disaster. We don't know if this gets much worse, as has been the trend in the last years, what effects that will have down the line for the life here. And you know, already the locals are affected and their livelihoods are affected because tourists don't want to go to seaweed clogged beaches. They don't want to go snorkeling in a reef that is dying or has already died because the water composition has changed and the water temperature has changed. So I just want to end this on a call for higher awareness around what our impact on the world is, so that we can try to lessen our impact as much as we can. We can use this as a call to higher awareness about our impact on the world. And as travelers, especially, considering this is a mostly travel channel, I want to exhort everybody who visits not only the Yucatan Peninsula and this spectacular stretch of coastline, but anywhere you go, just be mindful of the footsteps that you're leaving behind. Plastic bottles, single-use plastics, what effect what you are doing to get a selfie will have on the environment, on the locals, and just leave something for the next generation. We don't want to keep just consuming this and be the last generation to have enjoyed the beauty and the joy that is the world that we came into. The next generation deserves it as much as we did when we were kids. So I hope you guys found this video useful, a little enlightening, hopefully not too depressing. I just wanted to express the loss and the grief of seeing the places that I love already changed, but also leave us with a message of hope and a message of empowerment and responsibility to actually do something about this by changing our own behavior, and also by asking that the bigger players, the hotels, the corporations, the governments around the world take more action around this, so that we can make world travel a sustainable thing for generations to come. Travel just gets me really meditative, so I think I will start posting more of these kinds of videos depending on where we are and just kind of what comes in the moment. In the end, I feel we need more people who actually express the truth of the places where we are going, and not only just showing the good, but also, the real, so that we can know before we go what it is we're getting into. Hasta luego, muchachos. Safe travels.